Today MTD-CNC are in Ireland and with Jamie Fletchmore. This is the Engineering Technology Group's HQ here in Ireland. Jamie, you're hosting your Smart Machining event for 2019. What have people seen this week whilst they've been here?
Well, what we've got here at the moment, Paul, is a carry on from last year. So we're developing, showing out the new software that out from Mastercam. We've got new software out from Simco, simulation software, which is all important from taking the parts from the machine shop design office to the shop floor. We've got some new machines. We've got the MV134, which is a new small compact machine from Quaser. We've got the full 5-axis MF400 with the new 640 hide name control on it.
I want to talk about these Quasers. How well are you doing with them in Ireland? Because I know in England and around England, Scotland, Wales, they're doing very well with them. Certainly the fact that they've got expandable tool changers, they're quite a premium machine, an accurate machine. Do they fit well into your market?
Yeah, they do. I mean, it has been a struggle in the beginning to bring a new product into the marketplace, but we found over the years, once people get into the product and they start understanding the build, the quality, the performance of the machines, then they're coming back and buying more.
So the mould tool industry, they're perfect. High-speed machining as well. Yeah. You've got the Maxia spindle, so for those applications that demand a bit more power and speed, they're perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. What we have as standard is a 12,000 RPM spindle, but as you said, we can actually go up to 15,000 or 20,000 RPM, depending on what the customer's doing, what they need. But we find the 12,000 sits quite nicely because what you've got there is we have a lot of subcontractors, especially to the medical industry, and what that does, that gives them the higher speed for the lighter materials, but it also keeps the power there for the harder titanium type materials that the medical guys are machining.
Smart Machining, you're here yourself, Chris. Goering are here this week. What does it mean to you and Goering, Smart Machining?
Smart Machine, it's probably all from your cam, your machine, right down to your cutting tool. So,
and how important is the cutting tool within it, and how much work do Goering do to maintain and to make sure they're delivering the same level of performance as the machine and the other products?
Yeah, so I think we've got to a point where the cutting tool, you were used to be at the limit. Your limitation was the cutting tool. Well, I think now it's maybe the machine is the limit.
What would make you think that? Because you believe that cutting tool manufacturers like yourself are innovating far faster than the machines, or the machines have just got to a point where you can't really run them much faster?
Yeah, pretty much. You can't run them much faster, unless you're going to high powered machines, and that's the limit. But to most machinists, most machines you see out there, we are at the limits of how hard you can push your tools.
Nick, big event for you as well here, isn't it, in Ireland?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very growing market for us. ETG invited us down some time ago now to do the show, which is the first time we've ever done it. And it looks like being quite a successful event, and maybe hopefully next year will be better.
Why do you think the market has, I wouldn't say it's changed, but it is much busier these days? And when we come to these events, there's a lot more footfall. Is that just because ETG are becoming more established here, or is there genuinely a growing demand for machine tools and related equipment?
Yeah, I think the Irish market is a growing market, certainly with the growth of the medical industry. Certainly that's brought other sort of industries around it as well, and there is a wealth now in the whole of Ireland really of machining expertise in different industries.
Ian, you're here at this event this week in Ireland. What does the Irish market mean to REM systems or REM systems?
It's got a very important market to REM systems. We're heavily involved in the medical industry here in Southern Ireland, in the aerospace industry in Northern Ireland. So yeah, we support quite a broad breadth of industries in Ireland.
And you've got some products here that you're showing off this week. What do you think would be most attractive to the visitors here in this geographic region?
The main focus in a lot of businesses within engineering is
better efficiencies from the machine tools, and the automation is certainly a massive growing market here in Ireland. We're finding there's a lot more inquiries coming in automation in the last 6 months within the Southern Ireland.
So we're here at ETG's Open House in Ireland today. Danny, this component here is being made on this Nakamura AS200L, isn't it? Firstly, what is it?
It's an engine part. It's part of a radial cylinder engine. It's actually the cylinder barrel from a model aircraft engine, and it's being produced as part of the Limerick Institute of Technology's mechanical engineering program.
So this is their machine. They've purchased this machine to actually to manufacture these components.
Yeah.
What's the critical areas on this part?
The critical dimension would be the bore, diameter, and surface finish. That's about the only critical thing in it.
I was quite intrigued about the grooving on the outside as well. When you're actually doing that, do you not get any deflection with the tools because they're quite deep?
Yeah, it is quite a deep groove. I'm actually pecking that groove that kind of helps with chip evacuation. Stops the tool from deflecting too much, cuts quite cleanly, just small pecks.
What's the cycle time on this?
It's running at about under 6 minutes. Under 6 minutes at the moment.
Complete in 6 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, the Nakamura machine you're making it on, the AS200, a very popular machine from ETG. Some of the things that stand out for me, I'll tell you, and then it'd be interesting to get your opinion on them. First one is it's good to have a 15-station turret, isn't it,
Yeah.
for the extra tools. Do you find that helpful?
Yeah, the 15-station turret has other advantages as well. It's a physically bigger turret. It can help you get a bit more reach with your tools. And it does help to have 15 stations as opposed to the 12.
And are they all powered stations on this?
Yeah, that's right. They're all powered stations. So you don't have half indexing, but you do have 15 full stations.
And also with this, the Y-axis, the dimension of the Y-axis as well. For a small machine, they're quite big. It's over 80 mil, I believe, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. It does have quite an impressive Y-axis travel. It allows you to hit all around that square, which is useful. Yeah.
And the long bed version, that gives you obviously much more working length. And again, you find that advantageous?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you look at a part like this, I wouldn't have thought they'd have necessarily needed it, but I suppose they're building in flexibility into their purchase.
Yeah, the long bed does give you a bit more reach. It gives you a bit more of a working envelope. The standard long bed comes with a sub spindle as well. This machine has a programmable tailstock. So you can turn quite long parts on this quite easily.
Now let's talk about the Nakamura, because this to me, over recent months and years in fact, it's become a product that you could say it must be for you like being able to sell a Bentley. Somebody's just introduced a low-cost Bentley or a low-cost Ferrari with no compromise in quality, because it's very affordable and it's top-notch, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We've done very well. Last year we sold 10 units of the twin and triple turret machines into Ireland, which has been phenomenal for us. And this is carrying on this year. Some of the inquiries we're getting now, everybody's looking at twin and triple turret type machines. The benefit for us as well is having the service support here in Ireland. The service guys sell these machines, the second and third machines. We
Take anything away from the salesman?
No, but at the end of the day, these guys do the service is very fundamental to our business. And
Why is the NAC so good though as a product in itself, do you think? That's, the actual machine.
I think it's just the build and the quality, what comes with the machine. There's a lot of features on the machine, which is Nakamura's own software and development that they built in, and there's a lot of control in there for collision checks. There's a lot of other operator functions on there, which makes it easier for the operator to set up. And it's just a good, quality, reliable machine.
Now, ETG, you've been a permanent fixture here in Ireland now for a number of years. Are you now really starting to make inroads and become one of the big players and the major players in this market when it comes to machine tool, not just machine tool purchases, but machine tool solutions?
Yeah, we are. I mean, there are companies over here selling a lot of machines, what we call out-of-box machines. We don't see ourselves as that. We are middle to high range because we offer not just the machine tool, we offer the service, the support, the backup, the applications, the after engineering. We look after the customer after the machine's gone in.
And for those that have missed it this week, they can come here pretty much any time if they're, well, even if they're not based in Ireland, if they're in Northern Ireland or over in the England, they can come over here to see the machines, can't they, that you've got here in action?
Yeah, well, like I say, we have a machine, the showroom is here, it's here 12 months of the year. So anybody wants to come down, we've always got 3 or 4 machines on display. We have the training room with the Mastercam, so if they want to look at the Mastercam, it's here. We have the Simco set up. So everything that we offer as a company is here. Just give us a call and we'll be happy to accommodate you.